And a good Wednesday evening to you. Welcome into this broadcast of Atomic TV as non-conference boys basketball tonight from Richland High School as the home team Bombers welcome in the Central Valley Bears. I'm Ryan Goff, on loan from Lewis and Clark College out of Portland, Oregon, visiting for the holidays. The crew here at Richland High School and Atomic TV welcomes me in to do some play-by-play tonight as the 4-2 Bombers, winners of 3 of their last 4, host Central Valley, a team that's 5-2 right now out of the Greater Spokane League. And we saw earlier introductions, the class of 2015 Wall of Fame. It's been a festive night already, good crowd, and these two teams getting ready to play after a lengthy layoff. Neither team has played since December 22nd. Last game for Central Valley was against Lewis and Clark out of Spokane, a 57-51 loss. Meanwhile, the Bombers haven't played since the 22nd when they defeated Chiawana 93-83. So excited to get back on the floor and into action this evening. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting Bears of Central Valley out of Spokane to get a 5-2 record on the year so far. They'll go with the 6'5" junior forward, number 10, Ryan Rico. He's alongside the 6'4" senior Cameron Tucker, who wears number 12. Number 14 is Justice Simmons, the senior at 5'10". He gets the start. Then there's Tanner Sloan, the guard at 6'1", a senior. Sloan wears number 30 to go with number 42, the top scorer, Josh Thomas, a 6'2" senior, playing the guard forward position. They're coached by Rick Sloan, assisted by Mike Laws, Jeff Arney, and Garrett Sawyer. That's the starting lineup for Central Valley. For the home team Bombers, who wear the nostalgic green and yellow vertically striped pants as part of their warm-ups, being introduced to the crowd right now. Pet band swaying back and forth in the section across from us. They'll go with number 5, Ryan Wager. He's a sophomore at 6'3". He gets the start along with number 10, Landon Radliff. Radliff, 34 points in the last game against Chiawana. The senior at 6'2", averages roughly 27 points per game. He's one of the 3 players in the backcourt as Stephen Bayo gets the start tonight, the senior at 6'3". The same game where Radliff at 34, Bayo put in 26. He wears number 14, gets the start tonight. Tyler Kurtz is a forward, a junior at 6'5", number 20, Kurtz. And then number 42, Riley Sorn, the sophomore 7-footer. Gets the start tonight for head coach Earl Stroifert. And his assistant coaches Bruce Robertson, Calvin Chun, Phil Neal, Jim Castleberry, and Danny Tassavegan. So, 2 quality teams, both sitting at least 2 games above 500. Getting set to do more of the lengthy stretch of the basketball season. You got conference season coming up as the starting lineups along with the non-starters introduced in this contest. Right now the cheerleaders and some of the students, the front row of the student section, creating a tunnel for the starters for Richland to run through. It's nice with the holiday season too, because you get a lot of family and friends who are in town who might otherwise not watch the game. So it's a good opportunity for them to come out and see, friends and family get a chance to play. I think that's what's contributing a lot of the crowd that's in the stands right now. The student section is actually about 6 or 7 rows deep. So a good crowd too, as I don't know if the students are in break right now or if they'll go back to school soon. I imagine with the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day holidays coming up tomorrow and on Friday, I imagine still in break. You get pinch hitting on loan today on Atomic TV. Really cool setup that this class, the TV broadcast class at Richland High School has under the direction of Sean Murphy. We got Chad Murphy and Karin Choker working the direction and also the camera work this evening, as right now it's time to stand for the national anthem from Richland High School before Central Valley and Richland boys basketball tonight. Here's the Richland High School pep band. Richland High School pep band getting us set for the game. 4-2 Richland, winners of 3 of their last 4 against 5-2 Central Valley. Haven't played since the 19th or 20th of December for Central Valley, a 57-51 loss. They'll leave this game tonight and take on Ferris on the 2nd of January before a game against Mount Spokane on the 5th of January. That's the date of Richland's next game, as they'll take on Pasco coming up at 7:30 on the 5th. Richland dressed in white uniforms with green and yellow trim. Bombers across the chest in green, outlined in yellow. Central Valley with a North Carolina teal color, a bear paw on the back, top of the jersey in white, matching the numbers. And they have white trim down the sides with an interlocking C and V. Center circle, it's the 7-footer Riley Sorn to jump it with 6'4" Cameron Tucker. As in the first half, Central Valley will work left to right with the scorers table. As you watch with us on Atomic TV, Central Valley will be going toward the top of your screen, and Richland will be heading toward the bottom. 3-man officiating crew waiting for the signal to get things started. They're checking the scoreboard, and it's time to go as the 7-footer sophomore Riley Sorn and Cameron Tucker, 6'4" senior, set to tip things off. Center circle, and the tip controlled into the Central Valley backcourt and off the fingertips of Landon Ratliff by Richland. It goes out of bounds, so a full length of the court start for Central Valley. Ryan Rico, Cameron Tucker, Justice Simmons, Tanner Sloan, and Josh Thomas for the visiting Central Valley Bears. They work to the right side of half court, drop it into a wide open Rico, who had it blocked partially by Sorn, gets it back in the middle, and an easy lay-in look, kicks it out left wing, 3-pointer from Sloan, missed. One more chance for Central Valley. It's no good on the right baseline by Rico, and now saved in bounds by Thomas, and 30 seconds gone by in a 0-0 game. Central Valley restarts from the top, work the offense to the right. Tucker slips down, hands it back. Rico across the free throw line, hands off behind him, jump shot from the right elbow. Thomas missed, battle for the rebound down low, and the whistle blows. So Central Valley, 4 looks at the basket and no points. And the foul's charged to Josh Thomas. That is his first foul, first team foul for Central Valley. First possession for the Bombers, working toward the bottom of the screen. The point guard, Landon Ratliff, off a 34-point performance against Chiawana in their last game. Work it to the left wing, around to the right side. Into the post for Sorn. He kicks it out to the top. Plays catch with Wager. Has it bounce back. Wager chases it down with 11 to shoot for Richland. Behind the back dribble. Ratliff working to the right elbow. He floats a shot up off the back of the rim, and no good. Rebound brought down. Here comes Simmons from right to left. Stop and pop. 3-pointer is good. First points of the game and a 3-point lead with 6:37 to go in the first quarter for Central Valley. Lob pass into Sorn. Check from behind. Rico got a piece, but it went right into the arms of the Richland teammate Ratliff, and he's fouled on the left block. Fouls charged to Thomas, so 2 quick fouls on the top scorer for Central Valley, so he has to come out of the game. And is replaced by the senior at 5'9", Eli Emerson. Comes in the game to defend the inbound. Inbound pass goes to the right wing, 3-pointer. Off the mark by Kurtz. Rebound to Central Valley with a 3-0 lead. Up the floor come the Bears. Right block on the baseline, back out to the wing. A minute 40 gone by in the first quarter. 3-0 Central Valley lead. Central Valley has the ball. The Bears dressed in teal. Everything out on the perimeter. Kick to the right side from the baseline, driving inward, and a nice reverse lay-in with the right hand on the left side, put in by Tucker. And the lead grows to 5 points for the road team. Underneath, hard contact on the pass down low. Kurtz got open on the left side. 2 defenders flew in and drew contact, so free throws coming up. It's Cameron Tucker's first foul, 3rd team foul, so Central Valley with a 5-0 lead, but 3 fouls in just over 2 minutes of play. And to the free throw line for Richland goes Tyler Kurtz. Junior right-hander missed the first off the front end. Earl Streufert wearing a navy blue, black blazer and the Slacks with the tie. He stands up in front of the Richland bench as the free throws are split by Kurtz. First points for Richland. Down 5-1, 5:50 to go. Pass inside, tipped around, now kicked over to the left side. One quick dribble and Rico puts it up and in. 3 different scorers for Central Valley, and the Bears grow the lead to 6 points. Central Valley's led the entire way. Richland without a field goal still. Churn it in. Jumper from about 5 feet out, off the mark for Radliff. Up the floor, Central Valley in transition. Emerson kicks it to the right side. From the corner, jump stop, lob over the top, and Tucker drops in another basket. He scored twice on a dribble penetration from the right side into the paint. 9-1 lead for Central Valley. 5:04 to go first quarter. Left wing, Kurtz trying to use a screen from Soren, now goes away from it. Stop and pop on the baseline, and the first points for Richland come from Kurtz. A whistle blows underneath. And there's a foul called on the rebound. That foul's charged to Simmons. That's his first, 4th team foul for Central Valley. And so not only the basket by Kurtz to cut the deficit to 9-3 for Richland, but they get the ball back on a right side of the hoop inbound. Cross screen set. Soren came out of the game. First substitution for Richland brings in Brecken Gallagher. Floater in the lane, no good for Bayo. Up the floor, Central Valley. Emerson works the point after Thomas came out with 2 fouls in the first couple minutes. Out on the perimeter, maybe even away from the basketball. The foul's charged to Stephen Bayo. First personal foul against Richland with 4:42 to go first quarter. And a baseline inbound for Central Valley. Bears in white across the chest of the visitors from Spokane. Thrown out near half court. Simmons works on the top of the key, back out near the Richland Bombers logo at midcourt. Throws to the left, gets it right back from Sloan, actually down low, and a turnaround hook shot from Rico is no good. Rebound pulled down. Here comes Radliff and Richland in transition, trailing 9-3. Bounce pass, nice penetration, kick over to Gallagher. He had his first shot blocked, gets it back, kicks it out to the right wing. Wager works from there, and now the ball skipped to the left wing. 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Richland down by 6, away from the screen. Bayo lost control initially, now gets it back, and Emerson was on his hip and is called for a blocking foul. It's a 4th different player for Central Valley with a personal foul in the first 4 minutes of the game. 5th team fouls. Thomas is on the bench, leading scorer for Central Valley with 2 personals. Inbound to the top, 3-pointer pulled by Bayo, and he splashes it through. First basket for the 25 points per game, Stephen Bayo. And what was a Central Valley 8-point lead is cut down to 3, 9-6. Central Valley, though, with possession, up 3. Driving from the top, wraparound pass. Tucker tried to get it over to Rico, and he lost it off the fingertips. So a turnover by Central Valley puts it back into the hands of the Bombers. Richland Bombers in sans serif font on the baselines. It's not quite an emerald green, but a very distinct color of green for Richland. Bayo working out on top. Got a quick screen, throws to the far side. Wager now in the arms of Radliff. He uses the screen, finds a wide open Gallagher to the rim, and he missed the lay-in. Rebound tipped out to Central Valley. Here come the Bears up 9-6. Approaching the 3:10 mark of the first quarter. Emerson off the bench. Kicks it to the right side of the key. 3 from the top, no good, missed by Tucker. Offensive rebound, Emerson. And now tipped out of bounds into the Richland cheerleaders. And Central Valley keeps the basketball. Good quality contest for both teams to kind of come out from hibernation of the holidays. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, holiday season, and looking forward to New Year's as well. Driving right side, Tucker throws it over the top, looks to Rico, another right-handed hook shot. That just won't fall for Rico, and the rebound's pulled down by Richland's Tyler Kurtz. Bombers down 9-6 to the Central Valley Bears with the basketball. Bottom portion of your screen. Here's a pass taken away. Bale had it stolen by Tucker. He's up the floor, tries to use the left hand on the right side, and he missed the shot but drew contact. Foul. And the foul's charged to Richland's Tyler Kurtz. That's his first. And now the first free throw attempts for Central Valley. They went up by 8 with about 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Now, have gone without a point for about 2.5 minutes. The free throw, though, goes in for Tucker. And now out of the game, Wager takes a seat, replaced by one of the bench players for Richland, but a 30-second timeout taken by Richland. So we'll get the lineups reset after the timeout. 2:30 to go, first quarter. And Central Valley, with a free throw still to come, leads Richland 10-6 on Atomic TV. (10-6) lead for the visiting Central Valley Bears over the Richland Bombers. Back to the free throw line goes Cameron Tucker. He made his first. Off the Central Valley bench in his 6'2" senior, Landon Danes. And then Cole Northrup checks in, the freshman at 6'1" for Richland. Right-handed shooter, missed the second free throw. And the rebound's pulled down by Gallagher. Here comes Richland. They go right to left in white with green trim as you watch from the scorer's table, the sideline perspective, down to the bottom of your screen on Atomic TV as we shoot from the balcony above the Richland half of the floor. Northrup works it to the right side. Three pulled up by Bayo, no good. Offensive putback is good. That's Kurtz, he's got 5 points, 5 of the 8 for Richland. And what was a 9-point lead for Central Valley down to 2 with under 2 minutes to play first quarter. Around the top, Sloan works it to left wing. Tucker drives, kicks it out. Head fake, Simmons to the rim, tried a baseline pass. And it was unable to be handled by Tucker. That's about the third or fourth turnover by Central Valley after they built that 9-1 lead in the first 3 minutes or so. Stuck on just a single point sets, and there's a give and go, but the layup is no good. Radliff was found down low. Nice pass in for Bale, but he missed the bunny. Up the floor in transition. Tucker had it blocked by Kurtz. Outlet pass up the floor. Here comes the transition. Radliff all the way to the rim, and he banks it in. First points for Radliff and the first tie of the game since the opening tip. 10-10 with 1:10 to go in the first. Three-pointer right wing, a little bit strong from Danes. Skying rebound, here comes Radliff behind his back as he crosses half court for Richland. Works to the left side of the lane, gets contact, missed the shot, no foul. Rebound tipped and controlled by Tucker. Outlet pass to the near side. Simmons through the lane, kicks it back out, and Emerson sets up the half court offense. 50 seconds to go and a 10-10 tie first quarter. Central Valley with possession. 40 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Tried to drive, now back out to the top of the key for Simmons. Works it left, kick out, three-pointer on the way. Rico missed it short, rebound on the bounce, picked up by Radliff. And on the pass up the floor, it's stolen away. Tucker finds Emerson coming from the left side. And a quick basket for Central Valley, their first field goal. In about 4 or 5 minutes, 7 seconds, first quarter. Basketball in the hands of Radliff. On the dribble, tries to go across the top, and he's tapped by Tucker. And that's good enough for a foul. Stops the clock with 2.3 seconds left, but also is the second foul on Tucker. So Tucker comes out of the game, and Rico comes back in. 2.3 seconds, Richland down 12-10. Inbound, Rayo gets it back from Radliff, throws up a shot, it's off the mark and no good. End of the first quarter from Richland High School. Home team Bombers trail Central Valley 12-10. And so we'll come back with the second quarter. That's next on Atomic TV. Start of the second quarter, Richland High School, the Bombers trail Central Valley 12-10. Thanks for joining us this post-holiday edition of Atomic TV, as both teams back in action after about an 8 or 9 day layoff. Richland has the ball first, wearing the white jerseys, down 12-10. They've trailed almost the entire game. Turnaround jumper on the right baseline, no good by Bayo. Offensive rebound. Gallagher puts it up, but he missed the shot, working against Rico on the right side. And here comes Central Valley in the teal and white. 9-point lead for Central Valley about halfway through the period of the first quarter. Now Emerson adds to it as he takes off and gets the pass driving to the left side. He was fouled and free throws coming up. So Emerson off the bench has 4 points. And keep in mind, Central Valley's doing a lot of this without their leading scorer, Josh Thomas. He had 25 points about 2 or 3 games ago. But he came off the floor with 2 fouls early on. Gallagher comes off, back in is Ryan Wager for Richland as the free throw's good by Emerson. So right now Tyler Kurtz has 5 points to lead Richland. He's in the backcourt with Landon Radliff. Cole Northrup, Ryan Wager, and Stephen Bayo on the floor for Richland. Landon Danes guards Wager with the basketball, took it away up the floor. Emerson into the front court, got fouled by Radliff trying to catch up to him. That's a foul on Bayo. That's his second, 4th team foul for Richland. As Landon Danes, Justice Simmons, Eli Emerson on the floor right now, along with Ryan Rico and Tanner Sloan for Central Valley. Sloan takes off from the top of the key, tries a right-handed floater, just short off the front of the rim. And in the front court, here's Northrup pulling up for a 3, make that Bayo. It's long, put back goes for Radliff, and it falls through. Nice battle on the right side, weak side rebound, put back goes. And the Richland Bombers within 3, 15-12, but still yet to lead the game. Central Valley on top right now, working to the left corner. Off a screen, stop and pop 3-pointer. Simmons missed it, weak side rebound, and it's a foul. Bayo had it, and he was clawed down by Rico. That's the first foul on Rico. And Thomas stays on the bench for Central Valley. Tucker too, so 2 of the top scorers for Central Valley with 2 personal fouls in the first 10 minutes or so of the game. Getting rest, meanwhile Bayo with 2 fouls. He goes to the free throw line on the 1-and-1, as that's the 7th foul on Central Valley. Has a 3-pointer so far. Right now Radliff and Bayo just 5 points combined. The free throw good by Bayo. Richland, one of 2 teams in the Mid-Columbia Conference with undefeated conference records. They're 2-0 so far. 2 of their wins coming in conference, but Kamiakin's 6-0 overall. And they lead the conference right now. Free throws both good by Bayo. Those are the first free throw attempts for him. Kurtz had went 1 of 2, so right now the Bombers 3 of 4 in the game, but trail 15-14 with 6.5 to go second quarter. Backdoor pass, baseline kick out to the corner. Three is good. Nice hit from Sloan in the left corner. Answer three, put up by Bayo from the left wing. No good. Skying rebound, pull down Rico, but then he was fouled. Northrop aggressive to try to get that ball back for Richland. And he commits the 5th foul on the Bombers. 6:12 to go until halftime, 18-14. But really impressed, even the upper deck, both sections. There's about 15, 20 rows of seating in the upper deck, in addition to about 20 to 30 rows down in the lower seating sections. Very good crowd for this post-holiday edition of basketball. Non-conference games. Here's a feed into Rico. Nice bounce pass. Sloan was able to thread it through 2 defenders, and Rico was patient, put it in down on the right block. He's got 4. And the lead grows back up to 6 for Central Valley. Had a lead of 8 when it was 9-1, about the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Right now, Richland, after it was deflected out of bounds, the baseline inbound, down 6 with 5:43 to go in the second. And Bayo had to fight off Emerson to get the ball at the top of the key. And now Emerson has 2 fouls. Riley Soren set to check back in, the 7-foot sophomore for Richland. It's a 1-and-1 foul. That's the 8th team foul on Central Valley. Soren comes in for Northrop. It's the 2 seniors, Radliff and Bayo, who really lead the way for Richland, but they got a lot of underclassmen doing some good minutes so far in this game, including Soren, Northrop, and the other sophomore, Wager. Free throw's good. Now Bayo 3 for 3 from the line. He has 6 points. That's a team high now. Kurtz had 5, I think all in the first quarter. Right now 6 points from Simmons leads the way. Or make that, excuse me, 5 points from Tucker leads the way for Central Valley. Both free throws are good for Bayo. So he's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 7 points. Central Valley has the ball. Working the top part of your screen. Turnaround jumper for the left elbow. And Rico's starting to feel the shot. He has 6 points for Central Valley, and the lead back to 22-16, a 6-point margin. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the opening half, or should say in the second quarter. Driving in, and an offensive foul called against Bayo, trying to drive it on Emerson. That's the 3rd foul on one of Richland's leading scorers. So he comes off the floor, and Cole Northrop comes back in. About to say, one of Richland's saving graces, being down so much in the first half so far, is that a lot of the key players for Central Valley in foul trouble. But now Stephen Bayo's the first player to 3 fouls in the game. He comes out. That's a 16 foul on Richland. They're just playing defense. They're going in a 1-3-1 defensive zone against Central Valley. Central Valley with a 22-16 lead. 2 dribbles to the left, stop and pop, long 2-pointer, missed by Sloan. Rebound pulled down for Richland. Northrop brings it across half court. Works to the right wing. Starting in, Radliff goes back out, pulls up a long 2-pointer, and he hits it. Had his foot on the line, 4 points for Radliff. And with 4.5 to go until halftime, Bombers within 4. They had the game tied at 10-10, and now trail 22-18. Pass in the post, Rico working down low against Soren. He put up a shot. It goes in on the bank, and he was fouled. A little bit of a no-look toss-up as he was banging against Soren. And Soren picks up his first foul, sends Rico to the free throw line, where he has a chance to put Central Valley back up by 7. It's 24-18 right now. Rico has 6 points in the quarter. Free throw no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Emerson though, and he traveled. So a quick rebound and turnover by Central Valley. Otherwise they had another chance with the basketball to possibly go up 8 or 9 points. That would have matched the largest lead of the game, which to this point has been 8 by Central Valley. Right wing, Wager puts it in the corner. Nice quick pass. Radliff tried to feed it into Soren, but stolen away. That's Richland's 5th turnover. And back up the floor goes Central Valley in the teal. North Carolina colors. Near corner on the right side. Central Valley goes left to right or from bottom to top on your screen. Here's a quick shot by Rico. He's trying to make sure he had the heat going still. Missed that one short. Rebound pulled down all the way up the floor. Radliff sliding. Missed the shot underhanded. Rebound pulled down Rico. He outlets Emerson. Quick pace for Central Valley. Kick to the corner. 3 from Sloan. Good. And the largest lead of the night. 9 points for Central Valley with 3:20 to go, second quarter. Contact on the right side on the Richland possession, and this time Kurtz was able to get fouled by Danes. That's the first foul on Landon Danes for Central Valley. That's the 9th team foul. It's the last 1-and-1 free throw attempt for Richland. Actually, it was in the act of shooting, so 2 shots for Tyler Kurtz. 5 points in the first quarter, but the junior's been quiet since. Oh, they did call a 1-and-1, and he missed the front end. So 1 of 3 from the free throw line for Kurtz. Richland trails by 9. Central Valley has the ball, up 27-18. 3:07 to go, second quarter. Richland shifting the zone. They keep Soren kind of down in the very middle of the paint, looking to rotate about a 2-3 zone now. They were playing a 1-3-1 earlier, unless they just keep Soren a little bit higher in that 2-3 look. Emerson from the right corner splashes through a 3. The left-hander puts it in. He's having a solid game so far. 8 points for Emerson off the bench. Lead is 12. Driving in left side. Ratliff can't hit. And back to work goes Central Valley, trying to grow a 12-point lead. Rico beats Soren to the spot, twisting in the middle, but Soren tried to lunge at him and commits his second foul. That sends Rico back to the free throw line. A very cool setup that this TV broadcast class has to bring you live coverage of Bombers athletics on YouTube. As the first free throw for Rico is good. Off the bench, first time Gabe Smith checks in. 6'9" senior in for the 7-footer Riley Soren. Soren with 2 fouls. Stephen Bayo on the bench for Richland with 3 fouls. And the free throw for Rico is good. So he continues fantastic second quarter. He has 10 points in the game. He's the first player in double figures. The lead is 14 points for Central Valley. Richland with the ball. Quick shot thrown up by Northrup, just left of the circle, missed it. And the rebound pulled down by Sloan. Gives it off to Simmons. Stands on the Richland R, just across half court. Timeout taken from Central Valley as they have the ball with a 32-18 lead over Richland. Full timeout, we step away as well. Minute 58 to go in the second quarter. Timeout on Atomic TV. Minute 58 to go, second quarter from Richland High School tonight. Big thanks to the Atomic TV crew for letting me pinch hit. I'm Ryan Goff, on loan from Lewis and Clark College out of Portland, Oregon. Visiting the in-laws for the holidays and calling play-by-play for you as Central Valley leads Richland 32-18. Central Valley ball after its timeout, but a turnover. It's driving in. Simmons tried to kick it out. It's off the foot of a defender and into the hands of Richland. Dressed in the white with the green numbers. trailing 32-18. They've trailed the majority of the game. This is the largest margin so far. As Landon Ratliff got trapped on the right wing, gets it across the top, and Ryan Wager brings it out for a moment. Tyler Kurtz tried to work the give and go, and Ratliff thought he was going one place, threw it in the arms of a Central Valley player. And the Bears have it back, up by 14. Wearing the teal, working to the top part of your screen. Baseline drive, stop. Danes kicks it out, three-pointer on the way from Rico, and he splashes it through. 13 points for Rico. He may have all but 2 of those in this quarter. 1 minute, 10 seconds to go, and Richland trails by 17. Driving in from the right side of the circle, off the rim. Kurtz can't get it to fall. And it's been a while since Richland scored. They've had a long drought. Meanwhile, Sloan puts in another three-pointer. He has 3 threes in the game, 9 points overall, and a 20-point lead for Central Valley. It's a team in Richland that just put up 93 their last game out. Long three on the way from Northrop. Off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Smith is fouled. And he'll head to the free throw line. Gabe Smith, the 6'9 senior. First foul on Tanner Sloan. It's also the 10th team foul on Central Valley, so 2 free throws per foul the rest of the way for Richland. 30 seconds to go, right-handed shooter, Smith puts it through. And off the bench is Marty Munyon. He replaces Rico, who takes a seat with 13 points, the game high right now. Munyon had his best game a few games back as well, put in 10 points against Rogers. He's down on the lower left side of the rebound line, but it doesn't matter. Smith put both free throws in. So 38-20, Central Valley with a 3 can take a 21-point lead, or would have a 20-point lead with a 2. That'd be the largest lead of the game in either scenario. 15 seconds, no shot clock. Final possession of the half. Between the circles, Simmons gets a screen, works to the right wing, backs it out, kicks it to Emerson in the corner. Head fake, 5 seconds, 4, fade away. And it's off the left side of the rim, no good. Flying in, knocked out by Danes. Jumped over Kurtz and another Richland player to bat it out of bounds. So 1.1 seconds remaining. Inbound, Radliff heaves it, and he missed off to the left. No good, and Richland heads to the locker room, trailing by 18 points. Again, it's been a lengthy delay with the holiday season. And right now, Central Valley, especially in that second quarter, really found its stroke to move up 38-20 at halftime. We'll take a halftime break, come back. We'll try to get stats for you if we're able to. Also take a look at the standings in the Greater Spokane League and the Mid-Columbia League. We'll do that when we come back. Halftime score, Central Valley Bears 38 and the Richland Bombers 20. You're listening to Richland High School boys basketball on Atomic TV. Start of the second half from Richland High School. Central Valley, the visitors from Spokane, lead the Bombers 38-20. And Central Valley starts off with the basketball. Quick hits on the stats. Ryan Rico, 13 points, 8 points from Eli Emerson, 9 from Tanner Sloan, and 5 from Cameron Tucker. Justice Simmons has 3 points for Central Valley, which led by 20 points in the first half. Right now with the basketball, dressed in teal with white numbers and letters across the chest, bears the visitors from Spokane, as I mentioned. Here's a stop and pop long two-pointer missed by Cameron Tucker. The rebound pulled down by Justice Simmons, and also back on the floor is Josh Thomas. He had 2 fouls in the first couple minutes of the game, so he spent most of the first half on the bench. Fortunately for Rick Sloan, the head coach of the Bears, didn't really need him. They shot 45% in the first half. Here's Sloan, and he is able to pull up from the left side and put in 2 more points. In transition, here comes Richland at the top. Wide open look for Tyler Kurtz. It rolls off the front, then the back. No good offensive rebound put up. Stephen Bale finds Kurtz streaking down the left side, and he was fouled. So 1 minute gone by in the third quarter. Had a great time talking to Sean Murphy, who runs the TV broadcast class here at halftime. So I didn't get you all the stats. Here's the Richland numbers. 7 points for Bayo, 6 from Radliff, 5 from Kurtz, and then Gabe Smith had 2 off the bench, as the first free throw by Kurtz is good. That's the first team foul, and the second charge to Sloan for Central Valley. But in the first half, 25% shooting for Richland. They were 6 of 24. And I asked multiple people down on the floor and in the stands, is that the worst Richland shot in some time? I said, absolutely. I mean, this is a team, the Bombers had 93 points last time they played on the 22nd against Chiawana. Nice feed, good cut by Rico, and he's able to put in the right-handed layup and keep his streak to 15 points now. He's on a tear. Has nearly half the points, it feels like, for Central Valley. Gabe Smith on the floor to start the second half, and he has an easy right-handed layup. Nice assist from a teammate, Landon Ratliff, Stephen Bayo, Cole Northrup, Gabe Smith on the floor for Richland. But Tucker drives to the rim and scores quickly for Central Valley. Both teams shooting well to start the second half. Tyler Kurtz, the 5th starter for Richland, so they changed some things up. Ryan Wager off the floor, Northrup in instead, and then Riley Soren starts on the bench in the second half in favor of Smith, who gets to the rim, and he is fouled, puts in a shot, and it goes in. Tucker was underneath him, and he's called for the foul. That's the 3rd foul on Tucker. And Rick Sloan, the Central Valley coach, stands up, walks all the way to the edge of the table, about as far down the box as he can, wearing the white zip-up in the slacks, and he's just shaking his head back and forth. He did not agree with that call, which again is Tucker's 3rd. The free throw good by Smith. Now he has 5 points off the bench. He's only played about 3 or 4 minutes, and he cuts the Central Valley lead to 44-27. Here's a 3 from the top. Rico missed it long. Ricochet pulled down up the floor. Kurtz has a man chasing him who poked it away but couldn't wrangle it in, and Simmons knocks it out of bounds. Last touched by Central Valley. 5:48 to go, third quarter. Richland down 44-27, has not led in the game, and has only been tied once with Central Valley since the opening tip when it was 10-10 in the first quarter. Right wing, thrown to the top. Here's Radliff dribbling in, he had it stolen away, up the floor. Rico, and he's fouled. Nice play by Kurtz to catch up to him and at least force free throws, because a wide open look for Rico. And it's the second foul charged to Kurtz, first team foul for Richland. Wednesday evening game in Richland, Washington, Richland High School. A very strong crowd. There might be near 1,000 people in this gym tonight. Really impressive to see that on a pre-New Year's Eve non-conference basketball game. Rico made the first, makes the second as well. 17 points for the junior, Ryan Rico. I was talking to the statistician for Central Valley, asked him the top scorers. Rico didn't come up, and he's the one leading the way right now for Central Valley, which is up 46-27 over the home team Bombers. Driving right side, leading the shoulder, and Northrup, good momentum, good drive. And he drew contact approaching the right side of the key. Foul's charged to Josh Thomas. That's his third. So Thomas has yet to score. And he has 3 fouls. That's the 3rd team foul on Central Valley. 5:17 to go, 3rd quarter. Central Valley playing a man-to-man defense, driving in. Here's a shot by Bayo. It's good. And he was fouled to boot. Simmons picks up his 2nd foul and sends Bayo to the free throw line. Now one of the officials, it's a 3-man crew summoned over by Coach Sloan. I think that's the 2nd consecutive foul where he's disagreed with the reasoning, the contact down low. And now it's good enough to at least prompt a conference between the officials. And looks like the word to Coach Sloan, based on his body language, outstretched hands to his side, is, nope, we had it right. That's what we're going to do. Kamiakin right now has the best record overall in the Mid-Columbia League. Richland 4-2 behind 6-0 Kamiakin. As a free throw good by Bayo, so he gets the 3-point play there. 2nd straight one for Richland, trailing 46-30 with 5:10 to go. Hanford at 4-4, Walla Wallace 5-2, Kennewick 4-2, Chiawana 5-2, and then Southridge and Pasco are at the bottom. As Tucker gets a quick score for Central Valley. I don't think they've missed. If they have, it might have been once so far in the first 3 minutes of the quarter. We're in the 3rd. Stop and pop off the catch. 3-pointer, no good. Missed by Radliff. Rebound, pull down Central Valley. They work up the floor. Kick it to the near side. 3-pointer for Sloan is good. He has 5 points in that quarter and 13 in the game. Now make that 14. He's hit 4 3-pointers. And it's the largest lead of the game right now, 21 points. Down low, Central Valley takes it away. It looks like Smith lost the handle. Up the floor comes the Bears. No look, feed to Tucker, head fake. He got Bayo to jump. Nice feed from Simmons. And Central Valley just in sync. That's almost a perfect storm right now for the visiting Bears. Is a foul by Justice Simmons. He poked at the ball above the head of Bayo. That's a 5th team foul in Central Valley. Richland's not shooting well, and Central Valley, especially in the 2nd half, is shooting extremely well. With 45% in the first half, I'm guessing right now they're above 50% in the game. Emerson comes in, Eli Emerson for Simmons, who picked up his 3rd foul. He immediately makes an impact, corrals up the ball, and at least force a jump ball. Richland gets it back on the arrow, but nice hustling defense. Back in is the senior Brecken Geller, replacing Smith. Off the floor, Radliff goes. And back in is the sophomore Ryan Wegar. 53-30, a 23-point lead, the largest of the game for Central Valley. 3:46 to go on a moving 3rd quarter clock. Screen and roll. Gallagher kicks it out, 1 dribble, and Bayo shoots the 3, hits it from the right wing. 6 points in the quarter, 13 in the game. That's a team high for Richland. They're within 20, 53-33. Tucker on the top, tries the baseline pass, stepped in front of it, stole it. Kurtz took it away from Rico. Up the floor, gives it to Northrup, stops at the top, bounces it to the high post. Gallagher back out, Kurtz for 3, and bounced off the front, no good. Rebound pull down Tucker. Here comes Central Valley, right to left, as you'd watch from the sideline. If you're at the scorer's table, to the bottom of your screen on Atomic TV. Nice baseline cut. Thomas receives it, kicks it out, playing a triangle game of catch on the left side. Now swung to the right wing. Emerson to Thomas for 3. Off the back of the rim. No good. Emerson chases down the rebound. And a second chance for Central Valley, but then Tucker threw it to Emerson. He wasn't looking. And it goes in the backcourt. Backcourt violation for Central Valley. 2:42 left, 3rd quarter. 53-33. Richland has the ball down 20. Baseline inbound. Off the screen, Bayo comes open, pulls the trigger on a three from the right side, missed it long, rebound tipped and controlled. Sloan has it for Central Valley, but he's pressured in backcourt, and now a hip check foul against Gallagher. That's his second.
Personal foul number 40, Brecken Gallagher. Second personal foul, second.
Central Valley has the ball back, up 53-33. Led by 6 quickly in the first quarter. Eventually moved it to 8, and then in the second quarter, up 9, 27-18. Took an 18-point halftime lead. It was 38-20 at half. Underneath, nice reverse lay-in by Rico. The lead grows back to 55-33, but Bayo comes out with the three. He's taking everything on his own shoulders right now in the third quarter. He's kind of found his stroke a little bit more, cuts the deficit to 19 points. Thomas underneath, pitches it back toward the high post. Rico battles in and missed it off the left side. Rebound, Bayo. Here comes the Bombers. Richland down 55-36. Gallagher, right block, 2 dribbles to the rim. Missed the layup and the rebound to Tucker up the floor. Central Valley with 1:36 to go and a swoop drive around Bayo, but he traveled too many steps for Tucker. So Richland was down 18 at halftime, down 19 currently with 1:30 to go in the third. At this point, that's where the coaching staff says just try to get it maybe a third of the way down, as a pass by Bayo's kicked away by Central Valley. So sideline inbound for Richland. I think ideally you'd say cut it in half. That's probably what the goal was at halftime. And it's off the bench. Landon Daines comes in for Sloan. A lot of coaches will say just cut the deficit in half, and then fourth quarter, try to rally back and tie and take the lead. Right now down 19, maybe get it 16-15 as Bayo another three from the top. This time he missed. He was moving to his left. Didn't really square up very nicely and missed it off to the right. And so Central Valley has it back. Emerson in the backcourt works up against Bayo. Central Valley up by 19. 1:08 to go third. Out on the perimeter, Thomas, spin move, gets to the middle and he scores. First points of the game for Josh Thomas. And Central Valley's up 21. Northrup, wide open look at the top. His three off to the left. No good. Ball tipped though. Kurtz comes down with it. Back out to Northrup. Another try. Same spot. This time it's good. First points of the game for the freshman Cole Northrup, and they're big. 40 seconds to go in the third. Richland with an 18. That was the halftime deficit. Right wing, Tucker dribbles to the top, back to Emerson. 18 to shoot, 25 to play on the game clock in the third. Now on top of the Richland Bombers logo. Steady left-handed dribble. Now Emerson works it to the right. 6 seconds to shoot, drives in, floaters blocked. Northrup got a piece. Up the floor, feeds Bayo, caught in stride. Left-handed layup's good. 6 seconds, clock continues to move. Emerson for Central Valley, up to Tucker with 2. Left wing with 1, crossover, shots up, and no good. And at the end of the third quarter, Richland rallies to get within 16. Through 3, Central Valley Bears 57, the Richland Bombers 41. This is Richland High School basketball on Atomic TV. Start of the fourth quarter, Central Valley 57, Richland 41. Thanks for joining us on Atomic TV, the 4-2 Richland Bombers and the 5-2 Central Valley Bears. Central Valley gets the ball first in the fourth quarter, has led the entire game. Eli Emerson, Landon Danes, Cameron Tucker, Tanner Sloan, and Ryan Rico on the floor. For Central Valley, it's Brecken Gallagher and Tyler Kurtz, Stephen Bayo, Ryan Wagar, and Cole Northrup on the floor for Richland, dressed in white. Central Valley in the teal blue. Tucker starts to work toward the rim, and he was fouled. Gallagher picked him up down toward the left block. Fouls on Gallagher, that's his third. Team foul number 3. And off the bench, Landon Radliff comes in. He had 34 points, Radliff did, in a win over Chiawana back on the 22nd. In this game, he had 6 in the first half. Just hasn't been shooting well, but Stephen Bayo came through in the third quarter and had 11 points. He has 18 in the game right now. Kind of getting Richland back on track, but they're down 57-41 right now. Tucker drives in, trying to kick it to his left, and the man he was looking for, Rico, wasn't there. Stolen. Richland up the floor, wide open, like Northrup in the corner. Rattles off, no good. The rebound pulled down by Danes. Central Valley works from the top to the bottom as we shoot from the Central Valley baseline on Atomic TV. Richland played a lot of zone in the first half. They're man-to-man. And up the floor on the steal, Gallagher feeds it to Bayo. He missed the layup, but he was fouled. Tucker slipped down, and he's back up to his feet, the opposite end of the court. Let out a fairly large exhale as he appears to be working an issue on his right leg. Foul was charged to Eli Emerson. That's his third foul, 6th team foul on Central Valley. So now 1-and-1 free throws the rest of the way for Richland. These free throws by Bayo, though, are shooting free throws. He's 5 of 5 from the line so far, and he makes the first of 2 to give himself 12 points in the quarter. Tucker comes off. He's definitely hobbled. Also Emerson replaced by Justice Simmons and Josh Thomas. 7:09 to go, fourth quarter. 57-42, Richland down 15. Closest the Bombers have been, though, in quite some time. Bayo makes them both. So he has 20. That's a game high now. Rico has 19. He's the Central Valley Bears leading scorer. Bears with the ball, driving in. Thomas across the key to the left. Dane's head fake got blocked by the bottom of the rim. Here comes Richland. Bayo up the floor, across half court. Veers to the left, now works across the top, throws it. Caught. Wagar through the middle, put up a shot right side, missed it off the right side of the backboard. Gallagher made a valiant effort to save it, and it works out for Richland as Sloan called for a foul, using his body to block off, I think it was Radliff trying to come in and get the bounce by Gallagher. That's Sloan's third foul, team foul 7, so Radliff heads to the free throw line. And this is a scenario I thought might work to Richland's favor in the first half when Thomas had 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, ended up having to sit out the rest of the way. And then Tucker picked up 2 as well, as the free throw is good by Radliff. This is first point of the second half. But Central Valley had so many fouls, I thought Richland might be able to get some ground back at the free throw line. And right now, that's what's happening in the second half. Radliff made them both. 8 points in the game. Richland's within 12, 57-45. Closest it's been since the second quarter when it was 30-18. 6:25 to go, fourth quarter. Plenty of time. Northrup called for a foul out beyond the arc. He was working against Sloan. That's the second on Northrup. Team foul number 4. When your team foul total in the half gets to 7, your opponent gets 1-and-1 free throws. Have to make the first to get the second. Until you get to the 10 foul total, then it's double free throws, 2 shots for each foul. the rest of the way. Here's a three from the top, and it's good. Nice quick shot for Sloan. He has 5 3-pointers in the game, back up to a 15-point lead. Off a screen, Bayo tried to dribble across the key, lost the handle. And Daines comes out with it up the floor. 2-on-1, Thomas to the right to Simmons, and he scores. First points of the half for Simmons. Quick answer three from the right, splash through by Bayo. 62-48, Richland down. Central Valley up by 14 with 5.5 to go in the fourth. Trying to move to 6-2 on the year. Daines from the left side, back out to Simmons. Slows things down. Halfway through the shot clock, down to 17. Kick to the right side. Sloan works away from the corner, stops at the free throw line, over to Thomas from the left wing, dribbles through, lost it. Ball still free, and then Simmons was fouled by Gallagher. He picks up his 4th foul, just trying to get the loose ball. Team foul number 5, quick substitution. Eli Emerson returns for Central Valley. And Sloan's coming out. 5 3-pointers from Sloan. Emerson had 8 in the first half, and now a timeout taken by Richland. 5:13 to go, fourth quarter. Home team Bombers trail Central Valley 62-48. A full timeout will come back in just a moment on Atomic TV. Along with our Atomic TV crew, Karn Choker, Chad Murphy, Sean Murphy. We appreciate you joining us for this live broadcast of Richland Bombers boys basketball. Right now, 5:13 to go, fourth quarter. Central Valley leads Richland 62-48. Central Valley's led the entire game, and there's only been one tie since the opening tip when it was 10-10. Right now, Central Valley, other than a 3-pointer from Tanner Sloan, who's off the floor right now, Richland had been cutting into this lead that was 18 at halftime. Sloan's 3 made it 62-46, and that quick basket by Richland made it 62-48. Otherwise, Richland's within 11. Right now trailing by 14 and now playing defense man-to-man. As Radliff works against the ball handler Simmons. Across the top, 10 to shoot, now 8. Into the corner, Thomas. 5 to shoot, Central Valley away from the hoop. Emerson all the way to the rim, put up a shot and it goes against a triple team, and he was fouled. The foul's charged to Gallagher, and that's his 5th. Gallagher is gone. So now Earl Streufert will summon Tyler Kurtz to come back in for Gallagher. He's done no points for the senior. Valuable minutes too. Riley Soren, 7-foot sophomore, was the starter. He came out, Gabe Smith out too now. Going with a shorter lineup as the free throw is good by Emerson. His first points of the second half, he has 11 in the game. Here's a quick shot by Bayo from the left side of the circle. Missed it, missed the 3. Rebound pulled down by Rico. Almost had it slapped away. Now backcourt pressure. Radliff and Northrop playing down on the other end of the floor. Simmons brings it across maybe just a tick or so ahead of the 10-second violation. Ball just being deflected all the way around out on the perimeter. Now Rico drives in from the left corner. Kicks it to the far side. 12 to shoot for Central Valley. Emerson, Thomas, Rico, Daines, and Simmons for Central Valley in the teal. wearing their teal uniforms. Twisting, Thomas had his defender fall down, but the help is what fouled Thomas, and so he's headed to the free throw line after the shot missed. Foul from Northrop. It's Northrop, Wagar, Ratliff, Bayo, and Kurtz on the floor for Richland. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 3:58 to go. Central Valley with a 65-48 lead. Thomas' free throw is good. Puts it back up to an 18-point lead. Central Valley coming in off a loss, just their second of the year. Trying to improve to 6-2. Richland with a 4-2 record coming into tonight. Free throw, no good. Offensive rebound by Danes. And Central Valley can work more time off the clock. 35-second shot clock. Whistle from the far side, and on the line, Danes, when he took off, stepped out of bounds. Turnover by Central Valley. So Richland had worked the lead down to nearly 11 after trailing by 18 at halftime. Right now trailing by 18 again. Right side, Ratliff for three. Can he find it? No. Miss it long. Offensive rebound, Northrop. The freshman works back, and Emerson fouled him. So 1-and-1 free throws coming up for Cole Northrop, who has a three-pointer in the half for his only points. Off the bench, Tanner Sloan comes in, replacing Emerson, who picks up his fourth foul, 8th team foul. Greater Spokane League standings, Gonzaga Prep 7-0 atop with Shadle Park and Lewis and Clark at 6-2 and 5-2. Same record for Central Valley at 5-2. And then it's Meade, Ferris, University, Mount Spokane, Rogers, and North Central. Free throw is good for Northrop. He has 4 points. With 3:34 to go in the fourth. Second free throw for him is also good, 66-50. Now it's all about stops and points, stops and scores for Richland. They're running out of time. Thomas pretty much scot-free into the front court. Got it right back as he ditched it off to Sloan. Central Valley can afford to use some time, but Simmons lost it near half court, stolen away. Kurtz picked it up. I think it was Northrop who separated. Bayo, a long three. Missed off the back. No good. Rebound, Emerson had it. He's called for travels. He fell down. It was actually Danes who came off the floor on that substitution. Last one for Central Valley that brought Sloan back in. Richland keeps it. Baseline inbound. Northrop works it forward. Wagar over the left side. Here's Bayo. Crosses over, battles against Thomas all the way to the rim. Right hand, left side, puts it through. The tough score for Bayo. He's got 25. That's the game high. Richland with under 3 minutes to go in the fourth, down 66-52. Almost got another turnover. Ratliff over the top of Simmons. And Central Valley granted a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout for Central Valley with 2:49 to go, fourth quarter. And Central Valley leading 66-52. 25 points for Bayo. 19 points for Ryan Rico to lead the way for Central Valley. Off the bench, Eli Emerson has 10 points. And then 17 for Tanner Sloan, 15 of which have come from the three-point stripe. Three-point arc. Richland cheerleaders about a dozen strong, dressed in the green skirts, white tops, leading the crowd. I'd say that student section's about 50 to 60 deep today. It's a 30-second timeout for Central Valley, so the Bears have the ball and the lead, 66-52 over the Richland Bombers. Inbound, Simmons had it deflected off his leg. Nice work by Ratliff to separate Simmons from the ball, and Richland gets a takeaway. Now can the Bombers capitalize, down 14, dressed in white with green numbers and green and yellow trim. Up the floor, Ratliff works to the right side. Stops, gets it to Bayo. Guarded closely by Thomas, step back three in the corner's good. Fourth three of the half, 66-55, and Central Valley throws it away. Too high over the head of Rico near half court. Untouched means a baseline inbound for Richland. Can the Bombers get it to single digits? If so, it'd be the first time since there was 3:20 left in the second quarter. 2:27 remaining in the fourth right now. Richland trying to get to Bayo. He has the hot hand. Long three-pointer. It's good! Back-to-back threes for the senior Stephen Bayo. 31 points in the game and a steal for Richland. Kurtz had it separated, but Emerson knocked it out of bounds. And Richland's going berserk. Near half court, sideline inbound for Richland, down 66-58. Bayo, his three-pointers put the Bombers back within single digits. Kurtz near the top, to Bayo right wing. Right-handed dribble, throws up a shot. It bounced once, high off the backboard, no good. Rebound, Central Valley with 2 minutes to go in the fourth. Hand off, or pass rather, out to the near sideline and just hammered. Bayo trying to steal it from Sloan. Ran him over, and that's the fourth foul on Bayo. 8th team foul. It was an 18-point deficit at halftime and at the end of the third. And right now, Richland's with an 8, but free throws coming up for Central Valley's Tanner Sloan. His first attempts of the game. In the half, Central Valley is 4 of 5 from the line. 1 and 1 free throw. The first is good. So he gets a second, makes it 67-58. Central Valley up by 9 with 1 more free throw. Minute 55 to go in the fourth. Right-handed free throw shooter. The senior Sloan is good. 8 second half points for Sloan. Thomas has to come out of the game. He has blood on his face. He's replaced by Cameron Tucker. Foul situation. Emerson has 4 for Central Valley, 3 apiece for Tucker, Simmons, Sloan, and Thomas. Richland has 4 on Bayo. Already lost Gallagher to 5 fouls. Northrop has 3. Up the floor. Radliff driving all the way to the rim. Floats up a shot. Missed it. Rebound tipped out by Rico. And Richland gets a baseline inbound underneath its own hoop. Down by 10, 68-58 with a minute 50 to go, fourth quarter. Inbound, Bayo, long two-pointer, falling backward, missed it. Rebound chased down, Emerson has it. Up the floor, lobs it, Tucker has space, kicks it back to the right, Simmons missed the lay-in. Missed the right-hander, but Emerson chased down the rebound. Here's a steal at half court, Radliff to the rim, got fouled, missed the shot, free throws coming up. Emerson also is fouled out. That's his 5th foul with a minute 29 to go. Mad scramble to pick up some water. Lots of towels out at the end of the Richland bench. When Northrop went for that steal, he went flying into the table and knocked down the cooler. And Emerson, an emphatic high five as he comes off the floor. Replaced by Thomas, and Emerson finishes with 11 points. So each team has 1 player fouled out, 2 free throws for Richland's Landon Radliff. And he makes the first. He's 3 of 3 in the game, has 9 points. It's the 9th team foul on Central Valley, so the remaining fouls by Central Valley puts Richland to the free throw line for 2. Timeout Richland down 68-60 as Radliff makes the free throw. Minute 29 to go, fourth quarter. Central Valley 68, Richland 60 on Atomic TV.
Timeout for a full timeout taken by the Bombers. Basketball fans, Richland High School thanks Coca-Cola for their support of Bomber athletics. Coca-Cola provides refreshments at Richland High School games, events, and banquets throughout the academic year. Once again, thanks Coca-Cola for all you do for the Bombers.
Back to Richland High School, minute 29 to go, fourth quarter. Central Valley leads Richland 68-60. Landon Ratliff just put through 2 free throws for Richland to close the gap that was at one point 23 points in the second half to just 8. But Central Valley has the ball facing a full court press. Thomas to inbound, Sloan, and Simmons down toward him with Tucker and Rico on the floor for the teal and white Central Valley Bears. Working up the floor from the top to the bottom of your screen. Rico gets in the middle, wide open down the floor is Rico. Got it from Sloan, and they back it out wisely to use time. Falling to the floor, Northrop bumped Sloan. And the Richland fans boo, they did not like that call. It's the 9th on Richland and the 4th on Northrop. That's 1-and-1 free throws for Tanner Sloan. He's made 2 in the half. If he makes both, it's back to a double-digit margin. 2 low rebounders for Richland are Kurtz and Bayo. Free throw is up and good. Sloan's a shooter, 5 threes, and he's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Northrop with 4 fouls. Wagar and Radliff on the floor as well for the Bombers. Brecken Gallagher off the floor. He already has fouled out for Richland. Makes both, does Sloan, 70-60. Central Valley up, minute 15. Bayo unloads a long 3. Bounces twice, won't fall. Rebound Tucker for Central Valley. And he's fouled by Wagar. That's his first. So 2 free throws the rest of the way for both teams on every foul but player control fouls, which are most often offensive charges. Minute 8 to go, fourth quarter, 70-60. Central Valley up by 10 and 2 free throws for Cameron Tucker. He has 6 points in the half, 11 points in the game. First free throw attempt since the first half, and he makes the first. He's now 2 of 3 from the line. 71-60 with a minute 8 to go, fourth quarter. Central Valley, second free throw from Tucker is no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Richland. Northrop has it, works it into front court with a minute 5. Over to Wagar. Now Radliff in the corner, gets an open look for 3. No good. Rebound batted once, twice. It's loose near the free throw line. On top of it, a jump ball is forced. Richland gets it back. Wagar tied up with Sloan in a baseline inbound with 54 seconds left for Richland. The scoreboard shows no timeouts left for either team, but I don't think they've been putting the timeouts on the board the entire game. So not entirely sure the timeout situation. Richland has the ball down 71-60. Bayo at the top, dribble off his foot, able to get out to Kurtz. He throws right side. Wagar from the right wing, drives in, kicks it down low. Kurtz was there and he lays it in. Timeout Richland with 43 seconds left. It's a 30-second timeout with Richland trailing 71-62. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Central Valley has the ball at a 9-point lead. It's been a back and forth second half after Central Valley led 38-20 at halftime. So really Richland's battled back to close the gap to 9. But at one point they were already kind of in the situation, had it down to 13. Down to 11, and then at one point Central Valley had grown the lead back to 18. It's now 71-62, a lead of 9 for Central Valley, which has led the entire game, other than a 10-10 tie in the first. Baseline inbound, Thomas, the length of the floor from the Central Valley hoop, inbounds, gets it to Rico, but he can't handle it. Dribble off his hip. Trying to secure the ball, it's a turnover. And Richland has it in front of their bench on their half of the floor, down 9 with 42 seconds left. Inbound to Kurtz, clock winds, Radliff on the right wing. Wow, he's dancing close to that sideline. Now he's fouled by Simmons, and that's Simmons' 4th foul. And 37 seconds left with Landon Radliff to the free throw line. He has 12 points in the game, make it 10. He's made 4 free throws in the half. Makes the first. This is a worst case scenario for a coach with the lead late in the game, is seeing their opponents get points with the clock stopped. Radcliffe makes both. 71-64, Central Valley up, but their lead dwindling, only 7 points. Central Valley has it in backcourt, trying to lob it up the floor. Rico has it, bounce over to Tucker, he dribbles underneath the basket. Time ticking away, and now Wegar chases him down near half court and stops the clock with 26 seconds left. Second foul on Wegar. So free throws for Tucker with a 71-64 lead, 26 seconds to go. Tucker is split in the half. He's 1 of 2 from the line, 2 of 4 in the game, and he misses it off the front. No good. He might be the only Central Valley player with a missed free throw in the half. Oh no, Thomas went 1 of 2. Second free throw is good. He split him again. 72-64. Bale has the ball for Richland. Up the far sideline from the left wing, three-pointer. Missed off the back. Rebound Rico for Central Valley. Trying to outlet it. It's batted away by Northrop. And Central Valley baseline impound with 17.6 seconds left. Central Valley up 8, trying to hold on. Thomas cross screens for Simmons. Inbound from Sloan, finds Rico coming back to the ball. Sloan has it. 14 seconds left. Wegar trying to steal it back. Northrop was there too. Whistle blows with 12 seconds left. The foul on Wegar. That's his third. No, they're going to call it on Northrop. That's his 5th. So Northrop fouls out. He's the second Bombers player to foul out. Leaves the game with 4 points. And back in is Gabe Smith. Free throws for Sloan. He's a perfect 4 of 4 in the half. And he makes the first. Sloan, 22 points in the game. He has 13 in the half. Make it 14. He makes both free throws. 74-64. Bale up the floor at half court with 10. Top of the key with 8. Pulls the trigger on a 3. Missed it. Rebound Simmons. And Central Valley trying to run the clock out. And Bombers foul with 2 seconds left. Radcliffe was there. That's his first. So in a game that was the first for these teams in about 8 or 9 days. Maybe in a little bit longer for Central Valley. I think they last played on the 19th or 20th. See Central Valley build a big lead in the first half, up 18 at halftime. At one point, 23 in the second half. And they'll get a road victory over Richland tonight. Simmons made the first. Makes the second inbound. And Bale heaves it from beyond three-quarter court. Missed it. And the game is over. The final score, 76-64. Central Valley on top. 23 points from Sloan. 19 points from Rico leading the way for Central Valley as Stephen Bayo finishes with 31 points to lead Richland. 12 points for Landon Radcliffe. But in the end, the Bears get a road victory and improve to 6-2. Richland falls to 4-3 on the season. The Bombers unable to win their 4th game in the last 5. Big thanks to Athletic Director Mike Edwards for letting me pinch hit tonight. As we saw the Class 2015 Wall of Fame presentation, TV broadcast class, advisor Sean Murphy, Karn Choker, Chad Murphy, working the direction and camera work tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I'm Ryan Goff saying thanks for having fun with us tonight from Richland High School. Final score, Central Valley Bears 76, the Richland Bombers 64. Look forward to talking to you again soon for more Richland High School athletics on Atomic TV. Till then, goodbye everybody.